Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be taking through some Excel text functions. Now, we are just getting started with Excel. I will advise you to check my previous video. The link is in the description. Now, let me take you through some of the functions you probably use when you are using Excel. And that is the text functions such as clean, trim, length, value, the end function, and of course the t function. Now the clean function, what it does is that, for example, you press your equals to and say clean. Now the text says it removes all non-printable characters from text. That is do like this, and then what you want to actually check, the pay rate, and then you press your enter. Now what the claim function will do is that all characters that are not printable, like space and some other stuffs, the clean function will help you to actually remove it. So just bring your cursor here and double click, and then it gives you the rest of the data. And then looking at the trim function, press your equals to trim. This is trim. It says remove all spaces from the text and some other stuff. So press your tab, and then what you want to check, you want to check employee's ID. So you click on the first one, employee ID, and then you press your enter, and then you drag down, and it automatically trim your data. And then length, you want to find out how many characters in the data you are working with. So you press your equals to, and then you say len, say return the numbers of character in the text string. So you want to check the employee's ID, equals to length, and then you want to check the employee's ID. Click on the first one and press your enter, and it tells me that my employee's ID, all my employees ID are 4 character. In the length is 4 character. Let's say if I decide, let's say one is not correct and it's like 6 or 7 characters, then it will quickly detect when you are working with this function. So let me correct it, and then go to value. Press your equals to, let's see what value does. Value, I tell you, say it converts a text string that represents a number to a number. So what does that mean? Let's check value. You want to check the employee's ID, and then you press your enter. Now what it does is that if there's anything that is not number, it will quickly detect. For example, let me say this first one, let's say I added, there's a text, and then you quickly detect that, oh, something's wrong with my data. So that's what value does, and then you're back to normal. And then you have the end function. What does it do? And say end function said the end function converts non-numbers value to a number, date to serial number, true to 1, anything else to 0. So let's check for that. Now say value, and then you press your employee's ID, and then you put in. So you check that everything that is there in your employee's ID, all are numbers. For example, if there is one that contains text, unwanted text, you quickly detect, because Excel will return, the end function will return it as a 0. You can see it there, it will return it as 0. So that's what the end function does. So let me remove this, and then you have the t function. What does it do? Let's check t. It says check whether a value is text and return the text if it is, or return double quote, empty cell, and so many other stuff. So let's check what it does. You want to check for text, and then you click on your employee's ID. That's the data we are using, and then press your enter. Now you can see that it returned nothing, because all my employees ID are are numbers, they are not text. They are numbers. If there is anyone that is containing text, let's say for example, this one is containing text, you will see that it will return it. The text function, the t function, will return it. But since they are all numbers, then since they are all numbers, the t function will return nothing. So let me correct it. So those are what they do: the clean, trim, length, value, the n function, and the t function. Now let's move forward. Now let's go to text. We are dealing with date now. Now, possibly in your data, for example, if you look at this employee data, I have staff ID, the first name, the last name, the email address, the hire date, the monthly salary in US dollars. Now, what I want to do right now is to extract the date. I want to extract the full date here. I want to extract the month here. I want to extract the year here, the day here, and then the actual salary, the fixed actual salary. I want to extract. So how do we go about that? If we want to extract the full month, the full date, now this is the date we are giving. It's in short form. If you want to extract the full date, how do you go about it? So you press on equals to and you say text, and then this is the cell you want to reference, the cell, the date cell. Now you click on it and then you put your comma, and then you open your double quotation, and then which date format do you want? So I want my date to be in day, that's dd meaning day, space, then mmm 4m meaning I want the full month, and then space, and then y in 4 places meaning I want the full year, and then I'll close my quotation and I'll press enter. Now you can see that I have my date in full instead of the short form like this, and I have 9 June 2022, and then I can now double click and then drag it down, and then I have my date in full. Now let's say what you want from your month is the first 3 letters, then you should have 3 M's, and then it will give you the first 3 letters like this, just like this. So let's say what you want in your year is the last 2 digits, and then you should have 3Y, and then 2Y, and then you have your year in as it may, this way, and then you can see. So and then you drag it down like this. But what I want is my full year, my full date. So I want the full month and I want the full year. So I'll have it this way, and then I have it like that. So I'll just drag down. Then now, since we have extracted the full date in full, the date now in full, now let's extract only the month. We want to extract only the month. So how do you go about that? Press or equals to text, and then this is the cell we are still referencing, and then your comma, then open your double quotation, and then what we want to extract here is the month. Then you press your 4M, close your quotation, close your bracket, and press your enter, and then you have your month extracted for you from your data. Like I said earlier, if you want only the first 3 letter, then you should have 3 M's here, like this. But if you want also only the numbers, the month in numbers, then you should have it this way, 2 M's, and then you double click, and then you have your month like that. But what I want is my full month, so I write 4 M's, and then it gives me my full month. And then the year, I want to extract the year. So what would I do? Press my equals to and say text function. This is the cell you are still referencing, the hire date. And then what do I want from there? I want my full year. So open your bracket, and then you close it. then you press your enter, and then you have your full year extracted for you. And then you want the day from the data, just press your equals to your text function still, and then this is the cell we are still referencing. Click it, press comma, open your quotation, and then dd, meaning you want the day, then you close your quotation, close your bracket, and then you press enter, and then you have your actual day, of the week. And then here, fix, you want to fix, for example, salary to maybe 4 digits, 2 digits, whichever one you want. So you use the fix function. How do we go about that? Press equals to and type fix, then this is the cell we want to reference now, the monthly salary cell. And then I want to round it up, fix my salary to 2 digits. You can fix it to any digit you want, decimal, maybe 3, 4, or 5. So I want it in 3 digits, and then I'll just close my bracket and press enter. Then you can see that you now have the decimal in 3 places, and then you double click and you have it like that. If you want more than that, you can come here, just modify. If you want it in 2 places, just press 2, and then you have it in 2 places. Then modify, just drag it down by clicking. If you want it in 5 decimal places, then you have it like that. You press it, you have it in 5 decimal places. But since most currencies are in 2 decimal places, so let's have it in 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places, and then you drag it down, and then you have your data like that. So thank you very much for watching. If you have learned something from this video, don't forget to comment, like, and share. Thank you very much.